Namaste everyone, welcome back to Dr. Suparya's tutorial. Today we are going to discuss about some key terms within the critical pedagogy and with examples you can easily relate it to. Okay, so let's start with our first term, dialogue. It's a process of open, respectful conversation that encourages critical reflection and understanding. Okay, so dialogue is about real conversation, not just lecture. For example, instead of lecturing about climate change, imagine having an open discussion where students share their views, questions, and solutions. So this allows students to actively participate and feel valued. So that is dialogue. So in critical pedagogy, dialogue between teachers and students is essential for breaking down the traditional hierarchies and promoting collaborative learning. It is very simple, right? So okay, next, moving to the next word, conscientization. This is the term refers to developing a critical awareness of one's social reality through reflection and action. So this is about developing awareness. Okay, so this is the awareness, or this awareness is the beginning of a change, right? So this conscientization means becoming aware of important issues around us. For example, imagine students who don't usually think about poverty in their city. But one day their teacher talks to them about why some people lack basic needs. And students begin to understand that there are deeper reasons for it, like unequal distribution of resources or opportunities, etc. Okay, so this awareness helps them to see the world differently and think about how they might make a difference. So this conscientization is about waking up to the problems in society and realizing that we can do something to help change them. Okay, so it involves recognizing social, political, and economic oppression and taking step towards the liberation. So what is this oppression and liberation means? In conscientization, the oppression refers to the way that certain groups or the individuals face unfair treatment or lack of opportunities or have limited access to the resources and freedom. Okay, so this might include poverty, discrimination, or restricted education, etc. So often oppression is hidden or normalized, making people accept it as just the way things are. Okay, so for example, in a classroom, students from a low income background might not have access to the same educational resources as others, like technology and all. So this put them at a disadvantage, right? So limiting their future opportunities. Okay, so this is called the oppression. And coming to the liberation, it's the process of breaking free from the cycle of oppression by recognizing it and taking action to change it. Okay, so through conscientization, students become aware of the inequalities they or others face and feel empowered to address and overcome them. Okay, so the liberation is the goal of the conscientization. Okay, is to create a society where people are free from unfair limitation. For example, in that same classroom, students learn about systemic inequality, and then they might organize a club for tutoring them, or advocate for better school funding, or turning their awareness into action. So that help to reduce the educational disparities. Okay, so the conscientization is the process start with students recognizing the oppression, seeing how it affects their lives or society. They then discuss and reflect on these issues, developing a critical understanding. From there, what happened? They can move towards the liberation, taking steps to challenge this injustice and advocate for fairer systems. Okay, then now we can read that sentence again. It involves recognizing social, political, and economic oppression and taking steps towards the liberation. I think it's clear now. The oppression is the problem that needs awareness, and liberation is the action and goal of creating a fairer or more equal society. Okay, so that is all about the conscientization. Next is about the cultural capital. Okay, this is the knowledge, behavior, and skills that enable individuals to navigate social structures successfully. So, in critical pedagogy, it encourages valuing diverse form of cultural capital rather than prioritizing the dominant culture. Okay, so in critical pedagogy, every student's background matters. So, for example, just imagine two students. Okay, then one from a family that regularly visit museums and discuss the current events. Okay, so another student from a family without those experiences. So what happened then? The first student might find it easier to engage in history or literature classes because they already have that knowledge and all. But the second student, what happened? They might feel less confident, right? So the first student's cultural capital gives them an advantage in a system that values certain types of knowledge and experiences. Okay, so in critical pedagogy, educators recognize that cultural capital, that it is not distributed equally. So students from different backgrounds bring diverse type of knowledge, which may or may not be valued by traditional educational system. So in critical pedagogy, it advocates for valuing and incorporating all the students' background and experiences, thereby making education more inclusive and equally distributed. Okay, so that's it, the cultural capital. Social justice education. An educational approach that integrates issues of equity, fairness, and inclusion, and encouraging students to understand and challenge systemic inequalities such as racism, sexism, and classism. So, here the social justice education means tackling a real world issues in the classroom. For instance, a science class might examine how pollution disproportionately affect the low income areas, helping students understand and advocate for environmental justice. Okay, so this is about the social justice education. You may get confused with the conscientization with the social justice education. What's the difference between both? Conscientization is about developing personal awareness of social justice. It's a deep internal process where students begin to see and question inequality and oppression in society and become motivated to change things. Okay, a social justice education is a teaching approach that builds an inclusive, fair classroom where students learn about social issues and take action to promote equality. So it's structured around lesson projects and active design to help students to understand and engage with the social justice. Okay, so what is conscientization? The conscientization is focused on personal transformation and becoming aware of unfairness. Social justice education focus on teaching about fairness and encouraging students to help to create a more just a society. Okay, so the conscientization is the personal awareness of issue, while social justice education provides the tools and environment to act on that awareness. I think it's clear. Next one is the empowerment. The process of helping students gain confidence, skills, and critical thinking to take action and influence their environment. Okay, so empowerment is a central goal in the critical pedagogy as it enables learners to become agents of change. So, what is empowerment? Empowerment means gaining the confidence, skills, and authority to take control of your life and make decisions. It's about feeling strong enough to act and create change, especially when facing challenges or oppression. Okay, just imagine a student who realizes that their school needs better resources. Okay, so the empowerment would be the students feeling capable enough to organize a petition or speak to school officials and push for a change, knowing that their action can make a difference. Okay, so what's the difference between the conscientization and empowerment? Conscientization is about becoming aware of unfairness and injustice in the society. Empowerment is about taking action to change those injustice once you are aware of them. Okay, so what is liberation, conscientization, and empowerment differences? What is conscientization? It is seeing and understanding the problem of injustice. Empowerment feeling able to ready to act on it. Liberation is achieving freedom from that injustice. Okay, I think it's clear. Moving to next word, that is praxis. So it's the cycle of reflection and action. Praxis in critical pedagogy involves thinking critically about the societal issues and acting on that understanding to bring about change. It is seen as the integration of theory into real world practice. So, what is praxis? It's a reflection followed by action. Okay, so a class learns about waste management. Okay, just imagine that a class learn about waste management, then organizing a neighborhood cleanup. So they reflect on that experience and afterward seeing how learning can lead to real impact. That's praxis. Okay, so praxis in critical pedagogy is the cycle of reflection and action used to bring about meaningful change. It's about learning something and thinking critically about it and then applying into a real life situation. So this term emphasizes that education should leading to action, not just knowledge for its own sake. Okay, for example, just imagine students studying environmental issues in a class. Through discussion, they reflect on pollution's impact in their community. So praxis happen when they take what they have learned and organize a local cleanup or recycling program. Okay, they are putting their knowledge into action to make a positive difference. So afterward, what happened? They might reflect on what worked and what did not, and what else they could do to continue the cycle of learning and action. Okay, so what is the difference between this conscientization, social justice, empowerment and all? Conscientization help you understand the problem. Social justice is the goal of creating fairness. What is empowerment? It gives you the confidence to take action. What is praxis? It's the process of reflecting and acting to bring about change. Okay, here is the reflecting and acting to bring about the change is the praxis. Empowerment is the confidence to take that action. I think it's clear now. The final one is the agency, the capacity of individuals to make their own choices and take action that affect their lives. In critical pedagogy seeks to enhance students' agency, enabling them to shape their own destinies and contribute to societal change. So what is agency? Imagine a history class where students learn about social movements. Okay, so instead of just memorizing dates and facts, the teacher encouraged them to think about current issues in their community and discuss how they might address these challenges. Okay, so with agencies, students decide to organize a community cleanup or start a campaign for a cause they believe in. Here, students are not only learning, they are also using their education to make a positive impact. Okay, let me simplify it even more with another example. Okay, then agency is the ability to make choice and take action to make things happen. What is it? It's the ability to make choices and take action to make things happen. It is about having the power to make decision and change things. Okay, for example, agencies like when you decide to do something to solve a problem. For example, if you see a trash in your neighborhood, okay, and instead of just noticing it, you decide to pick it up or organize a cleanup. The action you take because you have the power to choose is your agency. Okay, so agency is about doing something to bring about change. If you have agency, you have the power to act on your ideas and make choices to solve the problem. So agency is about choosing and acting to create change. Okay, I think it's clear. So what's the difference between that empowerment and agency? In the same example, empowerment would be the confidence and motivation that give you the strength to take action. That action is agency. Okay, it's about feeling capable and motivated to make a difference. That is empowerment. Okay, if you see the trash in your neighborhood and you feel empowered, it means you have the confidence in your ability to organize that cleanup and all. believing that you can make a change and feel supported, maybe through knowledge, skills, or encouragement from others and all. So empowerment is what gives you the courage and drive to take that action, like picking up the trash or organizing a neighborhood cleanup event and all. Okay, so empowerment is about feeling capable and confident enough to take action. But agency is about actually doing something when you feel empowered. So empowerment is what motivates you to use your agency to take action and make a change. I think it's clear now. So here are some questions for you. You have to tell me what all those things are. Which help you understand the need for change, and which aim for a fair society where everyone's needs and rights are recognized. What is it? And which give you the confidence to take action, and which is the cycle of thinking and acting to bring about change. Can you tell me which one gave you the confidence to take action, and which one is the cycle of thinking and acting to bring about change? The final question is which is the ability to make the decision and take action? Can you tell me? So the conscientization helps you to understand the need for change. Social justice aim for a fair society where everyone's needs and rights are recognized. Empowerment gives you the confidence to take action. Praxis is the cycle of thinking and acting to bring about change. What is agency? It is the ability to make decision and taking action. Is there any confusion between praxis and agency? I will try to explain it one more time. Agency is your ability to make decisions and take action. Okay, it's the power to choose what you do and to take control of the situations. Praxis is a process where you think about something and act on it and then reflect on what happened to improve or change your approach. Okay, it's a cycle of thinking and acting and reflecting to create a change. That is praxis. Okay, so we already explained about an example, right? That is a trash in your neighborhood. So your agency is the power you have to decide to clean it up. That is the agency. Praxis is about you clean the trash, but then you reflect on how well it went. Maybe you learned you need more people to help. The next time you act again, improving your approach based on your reflection. That is praxis. Okay, so agency is the ability to act, and praxis is the cycle of thinking, acting, and reflecting. Now, I think it's clear. So thank you everyone. Thank you for watching today's class. I hope you found the discussion on this topic is helpful and informative. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more content. If you have any questions or need clarification, feel free to drop them in the comment box. So see you in the next video. Thank you so much.